The greatest day in Palace's history was richly deserved and reward for faith in the work of Oliver Glasner, who has masterminded their superb run to FA Cup glory. Palace did not win their first Premier League game this season until the 27th of October, but faith in the Austrian never wavered, and the payback is this big prize, as well as a place in the Europa League next season. Eze and Henderson have been two standout heroes on the road to Wembley, and they inspired the Eagles once again as City were punished at one end. Eze provided the moment of magic, as he did in the quarter-final win at Fulham and the semi-final win against Aston Villa at Wembley, pouncing ruthlessly on Muñoz's cross to leave Stefan Ortega helpless. City will forever believe Henderson should have seen red when he clawed the ball away from Holland in the first half, but VAR ruled otherwise and Henderson produced an otherwise faultless display in front of watching England head coach Thomas Tuchel. When he dived to his right to save Marmoush's penalty, Henderson became the first keeper to save a penalty in an FA Cup final, excluding shootouts, since Petr Cech for Chelsea against Portsmouth in 2010. Muñoz was another standout performer for Palace. There were tears of joy on the pitch and in the stands as Palace finally sampled the sweet taste of success. City's FA Cup final display summed up their season of disappointment under Guardiola. It was laboured, faltering and came up short. There was the heavy scent of the end of an era for a great side, as there was no glorious last hurrah for Kevin De Bruyne, whose City career is coming to a close, while Silva may also come into the same category. City, as expected, dominated the ball, but there was a lack of snap and urgency in their play, and they can have few complaints apart from perhaps the injustice they will feel about Henderson's handball. It was also another miserable Wembley day for Holland, who has failed to score in 6 games at Wembley or in 8 finals for City. It was a major surprise when he passed on penalty duties to strike partner Marmoush, whose unconvincing effort was saved by Henderson. It was a major surprise when he passed on penalty duties to strike partner Marmoush, whose unconvincing effort was saved by Henderson. This was surely the time and place for Holland, the main man, to step forward and assume responsibility. This is the second year in a row City have lost the FA Cup final, after losing to Manchester United last season. Guardiola cut an irritated figure, appearing to exchange words with Henderson after the final whistle. City must now refocus quickly for Tuesday's Premier League game at home to Bournemouth, with work still to do to finish in the top 5 and qualify for next season's Champions League. For a club so used to success, finishing without a trophy is bad enough. Failure to reach Europe's elite tournament would represent a catastrophe.